Yeah, I think for sure that we've been talking more about the world of Watch Dogs and what it is to hack in Chicago and what kind of gameplay there'll be. But now, yeah, we're getting to a point where, okay, let's tell you a bit more on the story. Now we've introduced a guy, Damien Brinks. First time we've introduced him. He's actually a pretty important character in the whole story who we haven't talked about at all until this point. We've always said it's, Aiden Pearce is a guy who's, he's a modern day hacker who's haunted by with guilt over the death of his niece, feeling responsible for it, and so he's been trying to find the people responsible. But the new bit that we're starting to talk about is, well, within that, while he's trying to find these people, an old mentor steps in, this guy named Damien Brinks, who he had a falling out with in the past. So he and Damien do not work together anymore, but Damien comes to him in the story, in the game, and says, I want us to work together again. But Pearce rejects that, and they turn on each other. So Pearce ends up having to hack into CTOS to get control of the city and use it against Damien to shut him down. Now, as Pearce does that, he starts realizing there's something more going on with CTOS. He starts realizing there's more secrets and lies happening inside there. So it kind of opens up from there. Pearce is a guy who's very much a loner. He's not a guy who has a girlfriend, has a wife or kids, but family's important. His sister's important, and by extension, her kids are important to him. So that is his family. Otherwise, he's a guy who lives very much alone. He works alone. He has people who helps him, but he's very singularly driven, which I think is part of his problem. I think that's part of what Pearce is going to have to overcome. He's very focused on mistakes he's made, which I think can be more important to him rather than the people around him. I think Pearce, at the start of the game, Pearce is a guy you have to kind of figure out. I don't think you like him right away off the top. It's like, I'm not sure what to make of Pearce. I see him with his family, and you can see they've got a connection, but yeah, he does seem pretty obsessed with protecting them to the point, as you saw when you were playing, she's telling him, just back off, we don't need your help, you don't need to be this protective guy, but he goes ahead, he's kind of bullheaded in that sense. But as the game progresses, you start to get a sense of who he is, what he believes in. You start realizing, well, no, his morals are in the right place. I think the methods he uses to get what he wants is questionable, and that's where, that's what makes him complex, I guess. So that's where you're unsure what to make of him. He's very much an anti-hero. It's questionable how he's going to get what he wants.